Hello, hi, it's Liz here and I'm back with my Lumpy Custard altered book. So there's a video on how I altered the book, pulled the pages out and covered them with some Christmas decorative paper. So I'll link that in the description below if you want to see how I got to this stage. What I did so far off camera was I just gave it a title page, just a couple of doilies and a frame and a few pieces of my new Christmas ephemera and just some 2021 alphas. So I'm going to do 4 quick pages today. I'm going to keep this memory keeping book very simple, because if I don't keep it simple then I just won't do it, and it'll just, the photographs will forever just live in the phone, and I'd rather have a quick little photograph on each page as a reminder of December, that rather than have no album at all. So I've simply just printed my photographs off in a little size and just on copy paper, so that, because this book doesn't have much by way of like if I put thick things in it, it won't close. So I want to keep everything in each page fairly thin. So for my first entry we went Christmas shopping. So this is a photograph of the decorations. We were at John Lewis in Glasgow, Christmas shopping, and I'm just for each page going to use a couple of pieces of ephemera, some stamping on old book pages just as a title and the photograph, and pretty much every page will be kind of the same. Whatever the photograph is, a title and then a little bit of decoration. So this is the other day we went to, in fact it was yesterday, we went to John Lewis and did some Christmas shopping. So I'm just going to make a little kind of mini collage, try and attach everything together, and then I'm just going to tear this and see where the heading ends up. So this has just been stamped, so let me show you, using this alpha stamp. There's capitals and there's lowercase. So that's the stamps I used for all my titles, and I stamped them with my VersaFine Onyx Black, and I'm just going to use my ruler just to neaten them up a little bit. Just take these bits off. So we just discovered that John Lewis is dog friendly, so that's a bonus, certainly for us. The store is dog friendly and the upstairs cafe is friendly. The kind of restaurant cafe on the other floor, lower down, isn't, but we were happy with the cafe that we went to, and you just park in the shopping centre and go through the doors straight in to John Lewis, and it was excellent. And the staff made a real fuss of Millie. It was lovely, because it's a lovely department store. It's the best one, and I think maybe I'm just going to do that. Yep. So now, do I want, this is the other thing that I was thinking of doing, I nearly forgot. Do I want to mount the photograph and give it a little border just to make it stand out a little bit? Do you know, I think I will. So I'm just going to stick this on the card there, which is just a piece of Christmas paper. It's scrapbook paper, but it's quite thick scrapbook paper. I'm just going to stick that on there like that, and then just give it a little cut out. I don't mind that these are not exactly straight, these mounts. All adds to the flavour of the album. There we are. Yes, I think that makes it pop a little more. Right, so the first thing that needs to go down here is our Merry Christmas. Round about there. And then this little photograph. Be about there. I'm just using glue stick. I know that some people will say glue stick won't last, but this album's just for me. And if something comes away, then we can just stick it back down again. I'm not going to be too concerned because I want to be keeping up with the entries, and I don't want anything too complicated. Christmas shopping in, now do we want that maybe there? Yes, I think we do. We'll change that. And then I thought about writing a little bit of what happened on the day, or a little bit more, but you know, do I want to spend my time writing it up when it's really just a little memory jogger, a little book to look through, maybe next Christmas, and then we can see what we did this Christmas. Because I've got other books with all the things written out and everything, spent a long time doing them, and you don't look at them anymore than you would a nice simple one. Okay, I'm pleased with that. First page done. How easy was that? So next page, we have a trip for the day. Well, it wasn't the day, we went for lunch to Loch Lomond, and I thought this was nice. This represents the tree and it matches the colour of the photograph. So that's Ben Lomond, and it's got some snow on the top already, and this was just let me think, I think it was either, was it Wednesday or Thursday we were shopping? Yes, I think this was Thursday. And yeah, so you can see the pier, and you can see that's Ben Lomond just there with the snow on it, and that's Loch Lomond, and we go there quite a lot because there's a place there that does homemade soup, and I thought it matched that perfectly there. Now there's a couple of decisions to be made with this one. I thought maybe that could go in the corner. Maybe in that corner would be better. And I didn't know whether to say, because it was freezing, whether to say warm and cosy or chilly, because we were all wrapped up, so we were warm and cosy, and in the place there's a nice coal fire, and we sat and had our soup, and we were warm and cosy. But when we were outside we were chilly. So I think I might have chilly somewhere. That's a sticker, so I'll leave that till the end. And now we've got our heading again. So we'll tear this. And I'm not going to date any of these things because it's really just about what we did in December. It's not about exact dates. Now, do we want to keep that as one, or do we want to split that? I think we'll split it. And that makes that nice and small. It's just about, it's like a things we did in December book and not about exact dates and lots of writing, because I think that would definitely put me off having to keep it up to date. Whereas you can do this, you can go to your phone or your camera, print off 3 or 4 photographs at a time, and then just easily do them. Do I want that? I think I'm going to miss out the fir cones. I like it like that. Once it's stuck down, we'll decide whether we want chili on it or not. That sounds nice, having chili on it. Chili. Yes. Whoops, sorry about that. That's the metal ruler. Clanging in your ear. So we'll give that a little mount. Oh, there we are. I think I'm going to trim that little bit. That's better. Yeah. Right, so let's get this big bit down. This big piece. This is from the 49 in Market Christmas. You get some die cuts along with the paper. And what was next? The photograph, I think. Yes, the place down there, and it takes us about 45 minutes to get to the place we go to at Loch Lomond. So it's 45 minutes in the car, so it's a nice drive. And then you get there and there's a nice, and it's dog friendly, and you get a nice big bowl of soup. And then if you're really hungry, and it's all homemade soup, they have lentil nearly all the time, and they have chicken and rice, and what else? Oh, sometimes it's a spicy soup. And then if you're really hungry, you can have coffee and homemade cake. Now, chili. Let's see. These are little clear stickers, so we can, I think we'll put it there. If we overlap it onto the photograph, it just brings things together. Good, pleased with that. My fingers are sticky. So that's 2 done. Let's see what we've got next. I like this because I glued 2 pages together, they're nice and thick. I think this is going to be quite a nice, this is coming up. It's fine. Okay, so next we have our Christmas tree. Our tree. So this is a little picture of the tree, just a wee side view of the tree. I didn't take the whole picture of the whole tree. Let's get it mounted. I'll go in that bit there. So we put the tree up yesterday when we come back from Glasgow from the Christmas shopping. We put the tree up, and while we were putting the tree up, we had the music channel on, the Christmas songs. Christmas songs that you hear over and over and over. Same ones every year. But after we put the tree up, we were exhausted because it takes a while. We watched a Christmas movie. It was the new one with Brooke Shields. What's it called? A Castle for Christmas. And it was as silly as you would think it was, but we enjoyed it because it's set in Scotland. Now there has been a big hoo-ha on the internet. Scottish people have been moaning that it depicts us all a bit silly and a bit kind of brigadoony, like it's all kilts and shortbread and whatnot. I don't know why people moan about that, because, you know, I think that's quite nice to have a character of shortbread and kilts. What's wrong about that? It was quite a fun film. If you've got Netflix, you should have a little watch. Now, because this paper has got quite a lot of pattern already on it, I thought I would just use these little die cut branches just to depict like a kind of tree, and we'll just do it like that. I think nice and easy for that one. We'll maybe just overlap that a little bit. Yeah. So the movie is, I'm not going to tell you a spoiler, but anyway, it's Brooke Shields, and she comes to visit Scotland and stays in this wee village, and of course she arrives at the village and they're all in the pub and all the ladies are sitting knitting. So that's the first thing people were complaining about. But you know what? People complain, but it does actually happen. People do have knitting bees, and quite often they do meet in the pub. Why not? And then they yarn bombed the telephone box at one point. I thought that was quite funny. And then of course it's one point in the film they go to a ceilidh, so you see them all dancing the Scottish dances, which we all learn as children at school, because the schools in Scotland, the Christmas parties are actually, you do the traditional dances, so that when you're a wee bit older and you start going to real ceilidhs, you know how to do them. So you learn the Dashing White Sergeant and the Canadian Barn Dance and all that. You learn them at school. You go to the gym hall and the boys pick a partner. It's all quite embarrassing at the time. Yep, boys pick a girl and then they dance and you get taught how to do it. It's fun though, eh? So I don't know why people are complaining, because it actually does happen. We do actually eat shortbread sometimes. Right, now I wonder if there's another wee sticker we can maybe put. This one seems a little bit more bare. There's a tree. If we can put this somewhere. I think we will. We'll just put it at the side of our own tree. There. So that's the tree. And last one, we have a visit to the Kelvin Grove Cafe, where we had coffee and a pastry. Oh, so I've got two things here. One says hot cocoa and that looks like hot chocolate or something as well, but anyway, we had coffee, but it's close enough. So maybe something like that, and we'll put this photograph at a jaunty angle. And then I think we'll put that up there, and that kind of goes opposite to that one. Let's get this cut down. So the Kelvin Grove Cafe is in a part of the town, Glasgow, a part of Glasgow called Finnieston, and it's a sort of up and coming trendy part of town with lots of new fancy restaurants. Now, should I split that? I think I will. And although this place is described as a cafe, it's actually like a kind of bar, bistro. During the day and in the morning it does coffee and brunch and fancy avocado things and hollandaise sauce and all that nonsense. But in the evening it's like pizza, and it's a bar with and it's what do you call it? Yeah, it's round about there somewhere. Cocktails. It's a cocktail bar at night after it, and it serves food, pizza and pasta and stuff. So it's lovely inside, and again it's dog friendly. So Millie, where we go, Millie goes. About there, I think it was. Oh, we don't want to cut off the bird's beak. Up a wee bit there. You nearly had no beak. There we are. Oh, and we've still to mount this. Oh, that metal ruler just gets in the way the whole time. Use that wee bit there. Yes, it's the Kelvin Grove Cafe is one of hubby's favourite places. He thinks the coffee's just the bee's knees and whatnot. He just loves it there, and they play cool music, and so he's quite happy. There we are, and one last little bit there. Good. So, how were we? We were about there, weren't we? To bring that down a wee bit. And we'll just overlap that. And overlap that a little bit. Yeah. Right, so we want to put this bit on next. About there. So yeah, that was a good Christmas movie. It got me in the putting the tree up and going shopping and watching the movie has put me in the Christmas mood. We always watch certain movies every year. We watch The Holiday, which is really good. I love it. It's quite sweet. And we watch Elf. Yeah. And what else is Christmassy that we watch? Can't remember. As long as we watch The Holiday, I'll be happy. And this is just round from the park, Kelvin Grove Park. So after we have our coffee, we take Millie to the park, have a wee wander about there. There. So, 4 pages done, and yeah, it's fine. It's not opening up too much yet. So let's have a quick run through. Let's move all the gubbins out the way. Right, so we've got Magical Moments, Christmas 2021, Christmas shopping, a visit to Loch Lomond, a picture of the Christmas tree, and a nice coffee in Kelvin Grove Cafe. Happy with how that's coming on, and that didn't take too long, and that's me up to date with that because I'm keeping it, like I say, nice and easy. So that's me today. Thanks for joining me, and if you've enjoyed the video, a little thumbs up would be great, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.